believe in them, because we need everyone to get into ICT, because the lack of ICT people in, well, not just in Iceland, but also in Europe, as you know. Just a quick fact about Iceland, if you don't know it, we only have 320,000 people in Iceland, so everything is, well, we follow very quickly, we rise quickly. If something is popular, then everybody comes, and so you just understand how the society, the country works. The IT sector in Iceland, we have, well, around 300-400 IT companies in Iceland. Some of the companies are government company with IT divisions and stuff, just like I'm sure you have in your country. We all have the same need, more people into ICT. In Iceland we only have 2 universities, so we are very lucky that this is everyone who has graduated in computer science in Iceland from the beginning of teaching that in Iceland. We started in 1976, so the first graduation is 1978. And the yellow or the orange are women, and in total we have 1,291 men, 370 female. And you can see how it varies. Sometimes we have no graduated females, and sometimes we have a lot of females. And we are increasing, both men and women. And I'll show you later that it's rising even more, because this is graduated, and then we have later numbers who are actually learning now. What we have done in the past, we have this special interest group that was founded in 2005, but we closed it down in 2012 because the women did not attend the meetings anymore, because they have no interest in just meeting women and talk about that. They just wanted to meet and talk about the topics, not just to meet because they are women. But that's what we had. But we get this pressure from the younger women now that are graduating, that they would like to have something like this, so we have to think this may be over again. And then we have an event called Utimessen. I will talk about that later. And I will also tell you about the Girls in ICT Day that we had for the first time now in April. And we've been talking about and trying to try the rail girls. And well, it's just somebody has to do it, so maybe we'll try it next year. And other companies or societies in Iceland, we have, well, all the ICT companies, when they advertise a job, they always encourage women to apply. And we have this Girl Geek dinner, I'm sure you're aware of that one. And well, the same happened there. It was good for 2 or 3 years. It has no activity last year because nobody showed up. They didn't want to come anymore just to meet women. So that's one problem. And so also we have the female students who are learning tech, both engineering and computer science, and they decided to meet up, and always when there was a competition in school to make something, a hackathon or something, they all committed to sign up, just to show that they were coming to, they could just do this as well as the boys. And they are very active to do that. They always, I can do it, and people are starting to notice that. But there are maybe 5, 10 girls in the group, but it looks like there are much more because the boys are not that active in the media and stuff. And then also we have this company Green Cloud, who has been trying to have this Women in Tech meetings. The same thing is happening. It started very high, but now there are not so many that attend the meetings. So we have to think about why. We had this Girls in ICT Day. We had it on April 13th because the 4th Thursday in April is always a holiday in Iceland, so we can't have the same day. And we decided to start small, just invite 5 schools and only 14-year-old girls in schools, and we invited 80 girls. and they were all excited to come, and it was just a half day from 1 o'clock to 4 o'clock. And we are happy that it wasn't longer because their attention span was not lasting all the time. So, and this was a collaboration with the University of Reykjavik and the Computer Society and 2 or 3 more societies. But we had this agenda, picking up from the schools and coming to the Reykjavik University. And it was all focused on just talk to 2 minutes, maximum 4 minutes, because they couldn't focus on it. And some of them were just doing this because they had to choose between something different, and this sounded fun and easy. And then we had 1 hour workshop. They could choose from 4 workshops, making WordPress websites, introducing basic programming when they use the Alice environment. I don't know if you know that one. It's a drag and drop environment. Mm-hmm. And some lecture about human behavior, it's more psychology, and artificial intelligence. And all of them were very excited, and they did contribute a lot to me. And then we had this Photoshop, and then we had company visits. Each school had to go to 1 company, and I followed one of the girls' group, and then we got something to eat and drink, and then we got 2 or 3 PowerPoint shows about which women in the companies talked about how it was fun and what they were doing and stuff. But the girls asked stupid questions like, how many boys are they cute and stuff. So they were not interested at all in technology. So to be honest, this is what happened. Well, the girls had a great time, and the companies were very happy to do it, and we, as an organizers, everything went well and to schedule, but I'm not sure if it's gonna bring the girls into ICT. We had a survey which we got from the ITU, and nobody answered it. It was nobody. And we had 2 competitions, one before Instagram competition, just to put something on Instagram and say this is about tech and stuff, and nobody did send in. And our society had a competition, and we had a Makey prize for the school, who would be sending their most fancy electronic version of their experience, maybe website or video or something. It was just free form. And we talked to the teachers that were teaching this, and they said, yes, sure, we will have them to send them something in about their experience and how they left. And we got nothing. So I still have the prize. So after the day, it seems like they were not interested in focusing more on it. I don't know why. Well, actually, one teacher said this was the worst age, because they are just trying not to be kids, and they were all just trying to be cool in front of each other. She said, well, 1 year older, then you get all the feedback you wanted. This was not the right age group, they say. So, but we got a very good media coverage, and after the event, more companies wanted to participate and do something with us, so we're gonna think about how we're gonna do this next year. And I watched an interview on the national TV of 2 girls, and one of them said, yeah, this day was important and fun, but I'm gonna learn manicure, and the other said, I'm going to learn business. So nothing changed. Well, they said, this is fun, but it did not come to them. But of course it was just the first time. I mean,
there was a university in Scotland ran an event for girls at school, probably a similar age,
yeah.
And it was they came along because their teacher brought them,
yeah.
And it was, most of them were, I'm going to be a beautician, I'm going to be a hairdresser,
yeah.
and because they weren't being encouraged to think about other, it's what their families did and their kind of their network. And one of the ladies who was speaking was in recruitment, and she said, she was trying to say, well, in technology you can earn this much money,
yeah.
But when you're 14, that much money doesn't mean anything. So you kind of need to say, you you can get a car and you can get, you know, bring it back to that. But yeah, it's so difficult to take them away from that mindset of, maybe an accurate.
Yeah, I think you have to decide which age is relevant to try to get to, because, well, of course they know that there's a lot of girls working in ICT now, so maybe in 3 years they will think about it, oh, I remember, I saw this in this company, I don't know.
Yeah, but how do you select which girls will participate?
Well, we just contacted 5 schools, and
in what terms? Like for
no, every girl in
private schools or
grade.
public schools?
No, we only have public schools.
Yes, but can you include some schools and exclude some others?
Well, we just decided to take 5 schools. Well, actually, we just picked 4, and then one school heard about it and said, "Can I be with it?" We picked schools that we knew that were doing something nice in computer, because we contacted the computer teachers, and most of the girls could decide if they're going to come or not, and all of the girls decided to come. I mean, all the girls in 8th grade. So it was all the classes.
Well, there were 80 girls altogether, you mean?
Yeah, in 5 schools. So this is a small
a
island.
small, okay.
So
we're not much more than you. We're like 700,000.
yeah, well, 320. Yeah, but of course you have a lot of more schools, and that's what we're going to decide if we're going to ask 20 schools next year, or how big we're going to be.
It's good to sometimes start smaller and learn lessons.
Yeah, I think
try
so.
too big and just it's too hard.
And this is why we decided just to try it. Is it relevant to do this in Iceland, or maybe we'll not do it every year, maybe every other year or something. And we got a lot of stuff from ITU to help us, like the survey questions and stuff.
And this is only mainly in Reykjavik,
Yeah. But we have to think this over again. So I'm sure we'll try it again next year. But this is what we did, And then just quick about the event Ultimism. It's an event that we decided to do 4 years ago, just to try to show everyone in Iceland what ICT is all about. Just open the doors, and so we have this 1-day conference on Friday, which is only for IT people, and next day is an open exhibition in our venue, and it's free entrance, and everybody can come, and we give away candy and stuff just to get the people in to see. And we're just trying to encourage people to think about ICT as their future. I mean, it's just the same as in ICT girls. And we have this great venue. It's just located downtown, so you can easily take your Sunday or Saturday trip and start there. And on the conference we had over 60 speakers and 5 parallel at the same time, and we have around 850 conference guests, which is much in Iceland. And on Saturday we had the exhibition, and we got almost 3% of the country to come. This is why I started with the population information.
In Italy it wouldn't be possible.
Yeah. So you can see just how it has grown. This is the open public guest, 2,500 people were here. In 2012 we had the bad weather, so it's not growing that fast. And then 5,000 in 2013, and then 9,000. So I don't know what's going to happen next year. But now, as in every company or whatever you're promoting, everybody knows what Ultimism is in Iceland. First 2 or 3 years we have to always explain, do you want to participate, la 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 la. Now we can just say Ultimism and everybody says, I know what that is.
Well, the growth is impressive.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. And also the conference guest is increasing a lot.
Yeah.
And, next year we're going to have the same model. We're going to have the same thing, 60 speakers. So if you want to send in, we'll have a formal call for papers. Just feel free.
What does a conference
Any-
guest mean?
Yeah.
Well, we have a conference on Friday. So
On?
on Friday.
On Friday.
Yeah.
But about what? On what?
All it's only for IT specialists.
Mhm.
So
And then the public is a fair with some tracks, but all on ICT.
yes, all on ICT, and we have a lot of small maybe lectures, open sessions, and this is where maybe we could put in the grade goals. Like on Friday they will be doing the stuff, and then on Saturday they could maybe show their work after lunch or something. We're trying to just to puzzle this together. And we have a short presentations how to put security on your phone and how to do this and that. So people can just walk in and out, maybe 5-10 minutes lectures. And also we have some clowns and stuff. And we also had, last year we had the engineering competition where all the engineers studying in the university were trying to build a car to drive over something, make some tricks and stuff. And it was going on all day, and you could just walk in and out and see the competition. That was a big attraction too, just to get people in the house. So we're very excited. And of course now you don't have to worry about the weather because you have this great location and great venue and free parking. I pay for everything. And this is all organized by SKI, the Icelandic Computer Society, and that's me because I'm the only employee. So I can't even think the day before. I don't know what my name is. But we think that all this talk about ICT is working. This is students now studying ICT, so we think that we can see a growth. Where's the mouse? Yeah, there's a growth. This is the girls are growing, and we think that it's not just to have this event. It's just a talk. We have a lot of media attention. Yeah, I think everything together is helping us to get more people into ICT. And of course we need more, but we also had this problem last year because of the financial crisis that we've been encouraging young people to go into ICT, but then the companies did not want to recruit them. And some of them have to move to Norway or something. But this year everybody got jobs and stuff, so the companies are not so holding back of the recruitment. So I think just all this mixed together is working. So hopefully everyone gets a job. Well, at least you could send something to other countries. So I hope to see you all in Iceland. It's great to be in February in Iceland. Got northern lights and dark all day and good stuff. It's never been snow on the days that we have here. So.
It's a great place to go.
Yeah. So, any questions?
You have 10 tracks that are parallel, and you have 840 people at the same place, or
Yeah.
is it, yes?
No, it's some
Different buildings?
yeah, maybe 50 here and 200 here and stuff. It's all mixed together.
I see.
Yeah.
At the same area, you mean?
Yeah,
the
it's
same
all
building?
It's all in the same house, and we
Okay.
have the different locations in the house.
It's very beautiful.
Yeah, it is.
What's
Yeah.
the name?
Harpa. No,
Harpa.
Yeah. Yeah, it's harpa. It's a harp, like because it's our music hall. Absolutely.
Okay.
So, and you can see maybe the agenda. Last year's agenda, you can see it. So we had a lot of foreign. We always have one in English, or one track in English, or one lecture in English. So it's easy to just follow them.
keyboard. Ah,
No, it's
yes.
okay. Here.
Oh, it's a Spanish keyboard.
This is
I don't know.
Spanish keyboard.
Does it look like a Spanish keyboard?
No, it's
It is
okay.
a Spanish keyboard. So we can change the keyboard, but it's
Oh, it's-
actually programmed. to
that
be
is-
Spanish.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's okay.
So I do the other end, because I've got Belgian keyboard, but
Doesn't
it's
matter. You can just
Russian.
you can just look for yourselves. So we are trying to focus next year to get more, because the conference guests are all Icelandic. Next year we want more people from Europe and stuff to come, because we should have it more like international conference.
Well, then I think you're talking to the right group of people.
Yeah, I think so.
Can leverage the.
Yeah,
the
if you buy it right now, it's very cheap.
I'm curious about the topics covered.
Yeah.
These 10 tracks with
Yeah.
60s. The speakers are free, or do you pay them?
All volunteers.
All volunteers?
Yeah. We never pay anyone.
Okay. And what are the areas you cover in the...
Yeah, programming, security, social media, cloud, computer clouding.
You mean for adults or for children?
No, this is all for adults.
For adults?
Yeah, it's all for the IT specialists
Okay, okay.
on Friday. But on Saturday we have a different program. So
So on Saturday is the marketing
Yeah.
for the young people?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We actually just wanted to have open for everyone and all focused not on ICT people, but then they just wanted to have their whole day before.
I think this is, I mean, it is really a credit to you. This is such a fantastic success. What is particularly interesting about Iceland is because of your population, it's almost like everything you do is in a microcosm. So you can
Yes.
see very clearly
Yeah.
what works and what doesn't work with,
Yeah.
3% of the population go to this event, they get exposed to ICT, and then you know
Yeah.
there's X number of 2 universities, and you know the employers, so you
Yeah.
can see what's actually
Yeah.
making things change, and that's
This is not the only thing, because we have this biology company who is trying to get DNA from everyone in Iceland. So we can be like a big database of DNA from, And they have maybe now the half of the population, and now they're focusing on trying to get the rest of it. So that's easy when you have a small country.
So you mentioned that there was the Girl Geek dinners that started off really well, and then people lost interest.
Yeah.
And then the same happened with another group. Do you know? Like, I know you
Sorry
mentioned
to
this.
disturb, but I have to leave.
Yes.
So thank you to everybody.
Thank you.
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Interrupt you.
Nice meeting
Okay.
you.
Goodbye.
Take care.
Ciao, ciao.
Bye.
Thank you.
Like it's not enough just to have women come together because they're women.
Yeah.
Have you figured out what is the magic formula to make
No.
things?
Well, the only thing we found out is just stop trying to do this, and that's why we closed it down in 2012, this group that we had. And it was not just that there were just women, you had men talking, and it was a great agenda and everything, but they just wanted to be more like, we just want to go and talk to, hear something about computer clouding, no matter what, if I'm a woman or not. So we did not find the right mix just to keep this going. So that's why I'm gonna Google your web more.